Okay, got a BMW Z3 in today for a water leak. Customers been finding water in the passenger footwell. So if we come down here, you'll see on our meter that there is quite a lot of water already under the carpet. So what we would need to do is take the carpet up, take the seats out, get as much of the water out as we can using our suction machine, and then we put our special drying machines in to dry those out. Reason being, obviously, having water under the car, you can start to get mold and mildew. Luckily, it hasn't spread through the car as of yet, but obviously that is going to be a concern on the car. It's going to start to cause smells as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a couple of the places it's leaking from. So first area is on the door card, so I'm just going to get my colleague to pour water through there. And as you can see, that's where the drainage is. You can see it absolutely running through this door card. Which is then breaching the water and is running straight over and into the car. Now I'll come around to the other side and again to the driver's membrane, and again it is coming straight through, so both heavy leaks either side. Coming around to the boot area, the boot rubber is a little bit loose in places, so that would need taking off, clearing up and then resealing. And the final area is actually in the car itself, so if I just get in, so again I'm just going to do a little hose pipe test, and we can already see drips coming through. So again, that's quite a heavy leak on the driver's side, and again coming around to the passenger side, again you can see water there, and again it's, there we go, dripping straight through. So what we're going to do, can come up with a couple of suggestions for that. Obviously I know the boot was done in the roof was done in 2015, but that does look like it does need adjusting. So what we'll do, we'll put all the quote together, and we'll go from there. So just something else to add, we've also noticed that when the door is closed, you're getting a bit of water seeping through from behind this rubber, going down behind the glass, which is then dripping, and obviously that's then going to be sitting on your speaker, which is why it's explaining both sides are a little bit corroded. And as well, at the top, it's just along here, you can see it's holding quite a lot of water underneath there. So what we would recommend as part of the work that we carry out, we take these rubbers off the A-pillars, and you would come all the way along the top of the windscreen, and down the other side, so not the windscreen seal, but behind it, so the A-pillar seal. So we take that off, clean it up, and reseal that. And as well as a note on the rubbers, because of the age of the car, they do look quite dry in places. So what we would do as well, we would recommend a Krytox, so basically a full clean and condition on them. That will help get rid of any dirt that's built up in them, as well as plump them up. We're hoping that will then help resolve this issue with the drips. Obviously rubber can shrink over time, so we're aiming, if we Krytox these, then all the rubbers should plump up and fix this issue. Otherwise it would be a case of taking it back to where you got the roof redone for them to do a roof adjustment. But as I say, hopefully we would be able to plump those rubbers up again, which should in theory close that gap out. And I know that was something that you had commented on, that the rubbers were looking a bit old when we first got the car in. So yeah, just wanted to note those things. So we've had the seat out, carpet has been lifted up and dried out overnight. So now the carpet is nice and dry, which is good. Come around to the door membranes, so you can see the door cards have all been off and door membranes are off. On the passenger side, we've noted probably one of the reasons why there was quite such a leak coming through was a hole in the membrane, which I'll show you in a second. So we've primed these and prepared these, they've all been scotched up and primed, ready for new door membranes to go on. With that being said, so the driver's side, as you can see, no issues with it. Hole here, but that's where the wiring goes through, so it's not a problem at all, that's meant to be there. But apart from that, it is in good condition. So what we do, we just clean up the old sealant and we will basically reseal those correctly. but coming over to the passenger side, you've got quite a big tear in it here. You see it basically goes all the way along. So that is probably one of the reasons why it was leaking so heavily. They can deteriorate over time with use of the doors themselves.
I'm looking at the front bumper here and seeing that gap there at the corner you're talking about, and then it's not quite sitting right around that light. Also, I'm looking at the front bit. It's quite a scuff now. I thought it was smaller than that, but of course, you know, I'm looking at it a bit better now. So you can see there, but it's also cracked a little bit there beside the light. So my best advice would be, let's get the car to Craftwork, the body shop. They'll take the bumper off and probably respray the whole bumper and repair this bit and fit it on straight, and then we'll polish the lights, and then the whole front end will look different. New number plates, new badge, and then a new badge on this side. I think the wheels will clean up, certainly we'll clean them up. And these wheels will clean up. I mean, when you see them, yes, they are marked a little bit, and a couple of little marks, but they could be touched in, and we'll touch it in, and then there'll be nice wheels to take off to sell when you put the other ones on. So all this dirt will be out of these gaps. So it'll look nice when you collect it. We'll put the badges on. I do think that these will sell. The badge this side's not great. The paintwork will all polish up. You've got a couple of dents in that door. See them in the reflection there. They will show when the car's all done. And the same on this side. This one here looks all right. Got a bit of a scratch there, but I think we can buff that, and it goes across the badge. But the badge will buff as well. So I think that's worth saving those. There's a tiny little dent next to the door handle. We can see if we can get a dent man to do that on the driver's side. And I think it's all looking better than I thought. Right, so car's starting to look a little bit different. So we're already getting on well. A couple of little stainy marks there that you don't really notice, and I'm not going to recommend repaint that. We haven't put the coating on yet, so you could do, but you know, it's going down to the paint shop if you want to be extra fussy. The dent on this side here was quite a big dent actually, but that's gone. And Paul's done the dents. That's the reason I'm making the video. You've got a couple of other dents here that he said would take him another half an hour to an hour. There's two little ones, but they're very, very fine. So the dents on this side, there is another little shallow one on near the petrol cap, but again, I'm not too worried. The one that was underneath the driver's door handle's gone, and the bigger ones around this side he's made a lovely job of. So you had them in here in this panel here, and he's done a lovely job. So, okay, so that's fine. It's going to the body shop on Monday, and that's why it doesn't have the coating on it. The roof's all been done, and so we've made a lot of progress with it. The wheels are looking really nice. There's a few more little bits to do on those, but, you know, as I thought, they might look pretty good. So, yeah, so far so good. Just giving you a quick progress report, just showing off really. Tom's making the finishing. We've still got two more busts. He's had two, so we're going to end up doing 5 in the end, because he's got 2 more to go after this, because he's using a rotary there, you can see that. So the good news, right, so Craftwork have done a wonderful job of the bumper, and the headlights look pretty good as I thought they'd be, in fact better than I thought they'd be. So I'm pleased with that. The door handles look amazing now, and Tom's doing what he's doing there now. We've this, as I say, that's the third. We've gone backwards, haven't we? So we've done 2 already. Now this is the 3rd one, and now we've got 2 more. So we're actually doing 5. But anyway, that's by the by. We're just getting it to as best as it can look. You've got a bit of a scratch in this panel, but that's not going to be perfect. But otherwise, it's getting there. You know, it's going to be super glossy. It's going to be ridiculously shiny. You're going to have to wear dark glasses to get in it, I think, or certainly to walk towards it. But anyway, so yeah, we're happy with the way it's going. Badges are on, and you know, it's coming together now. We're on the home straight. So I anticipate.
Okay, this is the end video on the BMW Z3 we've had in for a water leak. Customer was getting quite a lot of water in the front passenger side. After investigation, we found that the door cards, the door membranes were leaking, so they've all been off and replaced. Cars all been dried out. We also were finding a leak at the top here where the roof meets, so we've taken this whole A-pillar rubber off, which goes all the way across, So we've taken that off, we have rebonded it, and also the rubbers have been Crytoxed and conditioned, so they are much plumper and should last a lot longer now. So that is all that's done. Customer does obviously need to go out and do the real world environment test. So that will be driving it around in the rain, going up and down hills, obviously just putting the normal stresses on the car to make sure that all the repairs are good and watertight. Customer's also gone for a 6-stage buff and a graphene coating on it, and the car has come out beautifully. This is one that we've been working on a little while. It's had the rear bumper realigned, it's had the front bumper resprayed, it's also had the headlights done, so they have all been tidied up and re-lacquered as well. The plates on it as well, front and back, as well as a hood cleaner reproof. So again, the soft top on the top here has all been machine cleaned and then has had our 2-year nano coating on it as well. So yeah, wow, car's looking stunning.
Amazing.